Hi guys, it's Mike here, and I just wanted to do a video here to talk a little bit about something I've talked about before, and that is palpitations when bending or moving in a direction. I do believe there are, for a fact, palpitations can be triggered by positions that you put your body into. Um, so I've dealt with this for a little bit recently, actually today, and I've also dealt with it in the past. And it's something that I did a video on my channel about it in detail. I think it was called Palpitations While Bending Forward. Um, and I wanted to let you guys know that it truly is some sort of phenomenon. And from what I understand, it is involving the vagus nerve. One thing I noticed is I'm a pretty thin guy, right? But my belly, I don't want to show it, but my belly sometimes it feels a little bit protruding. Like I don't always eat the best food. So I'm going to try to work on that. But whenever I feel like my belly is sort of protruding, my stomach just kind of sticking out a little bit, I noticed that when I bend forward, that it'll trigger, like it feels like an extra beat, and it'll go like boom, 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 and then it'll be a pause, and then boom, 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 and then faster, right? So that's sort of the pattern. So I had a little bit of that going on in the morning. I did have an iced coffee, right? At work, and I started feeling the palpitations come on right around that time. And then it sort of got better throughout the morning. I started drinking some water. It got a little bit better, right? So then I went to lunch, right? And I was feeling, okay, I feel better now. So what did I go and do? Which was probably not smart. I ate lunch and I had an energy drink. It's the one that starts with a C. It's very, very popular energy drink. And I felt good. I felt fine. I was probably around 2:30 and 3 o'clock or something like that. And then I left work at like 6. I came home. I went in the backyard. I started messing with the pool, checking the chemicals, and I started to brush the side of the pool. And all of a sudden, I started getting all kinds of palpitations. Now, it was a little bit warmer outside today. The weather's been kind of heating up here in California. Wasn't super hot. It was probably about 82, 83 degrees at the time. And it was about 7:30, 7 or 7:30 in the evening. And they started like to where I was starting to panic, right? And then the anxiety kicks in, right? And then all of a sudden now I think we're dealing with another component of the palpitations. Not only did I overdose on caffeine today, not literally, but you know what I'm saying. But I probably didn't drink enough water. And then also I've got this vagus nerve that actually runs down into the stomach area. And I think just the irritation along with the caffeine just sort of is setting it off, because I went for a little bit of a light jog, and it wasn't happening. But as soon as I sat down, it starts happening again. Now, if I lay down in a certain position, it doesn't do it. But as soon as I sit back up on the side of the bed, boom, there it goes again. So it's definitely positional. So to me, I think it's the vagus nerve. So if anybody is experiencing that, do some research on the vagus nerve. If anyone has talked to any sort of professional, whether that's a typical regular medical professional or a holistic type practitioner, or your own research that you've done on the internet, which I would definitely recommend doing. What did you find out? Did you get any reassurance? Is there anything that you've done that's helped these things? I used to get them quite a bit years ago, and then I went sort of on a long break from them for the longest time. But today they started to kick in again, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So it's really, it's uncomfortable, and I'm the type of person that can feel my heartbeat. A lot of people I talk to, and I didn't realize this, because what do I know what people feel, right? But people say that they normally, like, as they're just going about their day, they can't even feel their heart beating, which to me was really strange, because I'm like, of course, I'm sitting here, like right now, if I'm just kind of silent, I feel it, right? I can feel it. But a lot of people, I guess, can't, but I'm very hyper aware of my heartbeat. So I know if there's anything going on. I don't really need an EKG because I can feel if there's anything going on, like right away. So I don't know if it's a blessing and a curse, but anyway, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel with other content and other than just medical content, which has mostly been related to palpitations and migraines and things like that. But I'm trying to hit on some additional topics that I think you might feel is interesting. I have one video on here where I talked about I almost went to law school, which I don't know was a great idea, so I jumped out the last second. So it might be an interesting video for you guys to watch. Anyway, let me show you. This is my little room here. It's like my little music room. It's really messy right now. I've got my turntables, my vinyl, some vinyl on the wall, and got a little couch in here and my weights. You can see my weights. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great night and a great day whenever you're watching this. Please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And please comment below if you've experienced this or if you found this video because of palpitations and heart fluttering and things like that. So I wish you guys well. God bless.